Most people never start a business because they think they have to have the perfect plan, the perfect idea, and it has to be the perfect time. But here's the truth. Your first business probably won't be perfect. In fact, your first few businesses will probably fail. But hold on, that's actually a good thing. Why? Because failing isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the process. In this video, I'm going to debunk the 4 biggest myths that stop new entrepreneurs from starting their first business. So if you have no money, no ideas, and no experience, don't worry. You don't need any of these things to start your first business. Let's dive in. Myth number 1, you need a great idea. No, you need any idea. Just start with any idea. Remember, your first 3 businesses will probably fail. So the execution is what matters, not necessarily the idea. But you'll never get to the execution part if you don't just start. Starting a business is kind of like riding a bike. The only way you learn is by actually trying to ride the bike, failing, and then getting up again and riding the bike some more. So this is what I want you to do. Stop trying to come up with the perfect idea. Come up with 40 to 50 ideas on a piece of paper. Find ideas that fit what you are into. If you hate golf and one of your ideas is to start a golf business, why? What are we doing? Try to start a business that's in the realm of what you like to do. Write down 40 to 50 ideas and then pick your favorite one. Remember, the idea necessarily isn't the most important, it's you taking action so that you can actually get some reps in starting your first business. Myth number 2, failing is a waste of time. I've heard so many people say that I don't want to start because I know I'm going to fail. It's just a waste of time. It's not a waste of time. It's an investment into bettering yourself and figuring out how you're going to actually achieve your goal. Remember, failing is the part of the bike where you're falling off. Do you have to fall off the bike in order to learn how to ride a bike? No. But are you going to fall off the bike probably your first couple times learning to ride a bike? Yes. Same thing with business. One of the biggest things that you have to get comfortable with when you're starting a business is you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Being a business owner is filled with uncertainty. It doesn't matter if you're in your first year or if you're in your 100th year. You will have days where you still have problems that come up where you don't know how to solve them, but you actually do because you're a business owner and that's what you signed up for. So get used to uncertainty. It's going to be part of your life if you want to be an entrepreneur. Here's a reminder. If you have a job already and you're bringing in money, you can take a risk and start a side hustle. If it fails, who cares? You're right back to square one of having a job that's making you money. So don't be afraid to fail. Be excited to fail. This is going to get you closer to your goal of becoming a business owner. Myth number 3, I need money to start my first business. No, you don't. There are some businesses out there that yes, you do need money to start the business, but there are a million other businesses out there where you don't need any money to start your first business. Think of lawn service. Think of freelancing. Think of dog walking. Think of picking up people's poop. Well, not people's poop, but think of picking up dogs' poop that people are walking. It all goes hand in hand. There are a million businesses out there that where you can start the business with no money. Here's what I'm trying to say here. Your first business, you're going to be selling your time and your skills, not a product. The ones that you sell a product, those are the ones that need the Shark Tank money in order to grow and scale. But if you're selling your time and your skills, you can usually start this business with very, very little money or no money at all. Remember, your first business, you want to start simple. Provide a service, and then when you get a customer, make sure that that customer is very taken care of so that they are happy so you can get more customers and have repeat customers and then scale your business from there. If you are trying to start your first business and you're absolutely struggling with coming up with an idea, or you like this video and I'm giving you good feedback, but you're just like, I still just can't figure out what business I want to start, I want you to go over to myelevatedmindset.com. Do I have a 7-step checklist that you can download for free to help you come up with your first business idea. If that still isn't enough, you can click on the coaching tab in the top right corner, fill out a Google Sheet, and I'll be more than happy to hop on a call for you. I want you to start your first business. And so many people think it's the hardest thing in the world, and I promise you it's not. You just need a mentor if you're struggling to help you get there. Myth number 4. is I need to quit my job in order to start my first business. No, please. Do not quit your job in order to start your first business. You are not ready. If you quit your job, you stop the flow of money coming in for you and your family, or just yourself if you're single, and then you're starting this business, which you don't even know if it's gonna work. So what are we doing? Please don't do that. Don't quit your job. Stick with your job, continue that money coming in, and then start your business as a side hustle. Put in a few hours a week. The other day I was talking to somebody online and they said, how am I supposed to go to work, hang out with my family, do all this stuff and start a side hustle? And I don't remember the math, but I broke it down for him. I said, you have 24 hours in a day and you have 7 days a week. That's 168 hours per week. And then let's minus 50 hours that you're gonna be working. Let's minus another 40 hours for doing whatever the frick you want. You're at 78 hours. Now you have to minus sleep. Let's say you're sleeping 8 hours a day because you're someone who absolutely loves sleep. So you minus 8 hours, times that by 7 days a week. You still have 22 hours per week to start a side hustle. There is enough time to do this, have a job, have a family, have some time with your kids, and also sleep 8 hours a day, and then try a side hustle. You don't need to quit your job. You don't even need to give up your life. You just need to put in a little bit more effort instead of watching Netflix all the time. To wrap up myth number 4, your first objective is to learn, not earn. Remember, starting your first few businesses, it's not gonna be the one that you do forever. It's not gonna be the one that makes you a multimillionaire. It's the one that teaches you how to be a business owner and if you essentially want to do this. And so, don't be too hard on yourself with this. Make sure that you're using your first few businesses just to take action and learn how to ride that bike like we said in the first bit of this. So if you're sitting on the sidelines waiting for the perfect time and the perfect idea to come to you to start your first business, I hope this video gave you permission to just go out there and start. Get on that bike, fall on your butt, get back up and get going. That's what business is all about. Make sure you're okay with failing. Make sure you're okay with uncertainty. Remember, that's part of the process. All of us business owners have been through it 1,000,000%. And one more thing, if this video gave you value, please like and subscribe. It'll help me tremendously on creating more content like this.